What's up everybody, welcome to Simon Says Ride. In this video I'm gonna talk about a question which has been asked to me quite a lot of time in my comment section. People have been asking me how to choose your first motorcycle. Well, how to choose your first motorcycle is not a huge decision, I think, at least in India. Well, because most of our bikes are not really very powerful, except for the sports bike which have been started selling here in India. So I would say just go for any bike. Just go for a smaller bike, because when you are learning how to ride a motorcycle, it's easier for you if you start learning on a smaller motorbike. Now when I say smaller motorbike, doesn't mean like small with respect to power. I am saying small with respect to size, because like generally people talk about the first motorcycle and they usually talk about the power, like how much power your first motorcycle should have or what capacity your first motorcycle should be. But I think more than that, what matters is what is the size of the motorcycle. Because when you're learning to ride a motorcycle and if you're not familiar with cycling, it becomes really important that you learn how to balance your bike, how to maneuver your bike. And it's really easy to balance and maneuver a smaller bike in the sense, a bike of a size like if say a bike which is comparable to your size. Now if you are 5'5", it is easier for you if you go for a very small bike, so that you can ground your foot very easily, you can handle the weight of the bike very easily. And of course, if you're taller and if you're bigger, you can go with any other bike which is a bit bigger than the smaller bike, and you can easily control that. So that's how I have learned it. Like, I have never ridden a bike before I bought my first bike, and that was a Gladiator 125, a Gladiator 125, Yamaha Gladiator, and that was a pretty small bike for me, at least. Not for everyone, but I was pretty tall and huge, and that bike was a bit small for me, so it's good. It was really good for me to handle, and I really had a good amount of fun on that bike. But as I learned motorcycling, then I grew over motorcycles, then I bought bigger bikes, and that's how it goes. So I would suggest, if you're learning how to ride a motorcycle, go for a smaller bike. Doesn't matter what capacity they are, but yes, preferably a bike with less capacity, less power, so that you learn how to control the bike, you learn the power of the bike. And riding a bike on a straight line on an open road is not difficult, but riding a bike in traffic where you're riding at slower speeds, how well you control the bike, that is what defines how good you are at motorcycling. So, and also preferably don't go for a second-hand motorcycle or a used motorcycle, because I have seen or experienced people losing interest after riding second-hand motorcycle, like, because second-hand motorcycle are like, they are not that excited to buy a second-hand motorcycle in the first place, but they want to buy a second-hand motorcycle because they are going to learn how to ride, and they are scared that if they drop a new bike, that would not be great. So people tend to go for a used motorcycle, but the problem with used motorcycle is they don't give you the actual feel a new motorcycle would give, and there can be a lot of troubles and problems coming in the second-hand motorcycle. So I've seen people lose interest in motorcycling, man. So yeah, so I would say that don't go for a used motorcycle. It's okay if you don't have enough money to get a good bike. Now, for instance, take my case. I just had 50,000 rupees to get a new bike, and I could have easily got a second-hand Pulsar 220 or something like that at that point of time. But instead I went for a new bike, which is a smaller one as compared to Pulsars or anything, compared to power ratio and size or anything. But I must say that I really enjoyed having that bike. Because no matter how small your bike is, it's always enjoyable to have a new bike. and that's what I would suggest to everybody who is looking out for buying their first bike. And buying a new bike as your first bike will always keep you interested in motorcycling, and which is a very good thing. Yeah, so that's about it for this video, guys. I hope this made any sense, and I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I helped you make your decision in buying a new bike. This is your host Simon signing off. Until the next ride, be safe, ride safe. Bye bye.